Hey, hello, hello. Second stream, let's go. Just gotta make sure everything's working so I don't have problems like yesterday. Okay, everything seems to be working. Yeah. Oh, wait, actually. No, never mind. Okay, everything seems to be working this time. No more fixing stream for 20 minutes. Alright, part 2 of Tavern Talk. Let's just jump right into it. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Ooh, sunny breeze. Oh. Interesting. The way whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. Or that way, whoever comes in can get a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Oh, hello. Turtle! Innkeeper. Yade? Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started that whole brawl? Ah, no clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I want to chat about it, maybe. But you know. Oh, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some Thunder Sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. I was nearly sure that was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. Right. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Hey! That's not a nice thing to say. Seriously. Ouch. Don't take it too personally. You still got some of your old... spark? Ish. That's at least something. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fire drinks. What can I serve you? Something that keep my mind sharp. You never know what will come your way next. Gotcha. Something that will keep your mind sharp. A sparkling nebula. Alright. Oh. Oh, and pit under. No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you had gotten on in a year so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Senate these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Siam Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They mind their own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. You know how it is, something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and... Snap! Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford? The seaport? Yeah, always considered a rather calm area. It was, it still is, sometimes at least. Initially I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list and cash out. There's no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I don't know how that works. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. Give me a moment. I think I'm gonna disconnect that for now. Maybe I don't matter. If I get more viewers, that is. There we go, sorry. It's just scratching my ear. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really, I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Oh, hello. Shooting stars? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. To boost defense. Right, the Frosted Lagoon. Defense. Nope, did not need to do that. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star raid managed to affect not only the tavern but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmaments of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Elathea Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those that cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I'm very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Ellie. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Ellie. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. I did not mean to press it. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and would visit her to take her to the carnival on the skirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what will you know? It's vast and yet so fully beautiful. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological terms for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, Inkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues to help me start with my investigation. Well, I could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I should do what I do best. Aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. And that's not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, really? I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, it's like you said, and the little stars fell from the little sky. Then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she'd wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid. You work to get paid. And they just get paid without working. 1 second. There we go. I wouldn't say they aren't working. Now what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things? Wishful thinking. Oh, hello. Hey yo. Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern now? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just a standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover anymore, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. That makes you feel better. Hit me and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. How hops it? What? Hops. What does that even mean? I think it means, how's it going? Ah, cool. Wait, are those tattoos? Whoa, they look so cool. Thanks. These are my bones, actually. Double whoa. What's your name? Who are you? Tell me everything. Yade. You. Sorry, my cat is climbing at everything. Nico. Nico. Cool name, yeah. Wait, what was the voice again? Cool name, yeah. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer it if no one stole anything. Drinks, got it. Can I have a drink then? If I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything what they need most right now. Some of us will make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery? That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. A swift strike. One of you. A little bit of you. A little bit of you. And the rest are you. Pet under? Let me pet under. There we go. No worms, but perhaps they'll suit your taste. Or will suit your taste. Oh wow, this is great. Amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Oh, me? Who else? Gory. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian? Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everything's the same. Do you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Theft, identity fraud. All's goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they also see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling, then. Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not, what happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So what brings you here, Iniko? This and that, you know. Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces. Big pocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern and keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Boom! Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Well, exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone is not me. Huh, me neither. That someone could be you. Me. No. Nah. Absolutely not. I don't get involved in these sort of things ever. What am I to fix other people's problems? Are they gonna pay me for it? Not enough, that's for sure. You work for nothing, and in the end, no one thanks you for it. Heroism is an unprofitable art form. If you're unlucky, you'll even get in trouble for destroying someone's property. And that after you just fought tooth and nail to save a village from eternal damnation. Or something like that. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you weren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrifice tendencies. Anyone, they perish thanks to the hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Ereve. They were nice, but too nice, you know. I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? No, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know. Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire, drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe, following ropes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens at the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh? Why him? Don't know. I was trying to warn you about his sister's demise. His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right, sorry. Mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Checks out. So, Leviathan warned his teeth about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings, tainting of the golden sea, and dark shades of mystery. Leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How do you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about what happened when I was in Zuford. Though the Fae were doing one of their thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. You also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like this guy was a real psychic. I guess divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaves said the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphor for a starless sky. The wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zerford. It happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. I thought the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Perhaps no one would pay them for it? Or their other job paid better. Maybe they didn't want to be held responsible for any possible repercussions. Maybe they just realized they can't save everybody. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them, lol. Enough of your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Inico. But not for long. I'm getting bored, and I'm broke. So you're going to look around town. Sure, some people don't need their shiny things anymore. Good luck finding someone to help. That definitely isn't me. So far, I haven't been disappointed by the others. You know how to never ever get disappointed? How? Never have expectations, duh. And a break for my voice. Gotta figure that one out. But no, did I have any others that I could have put together? Oh man. Crunch. Ooh, I love that rain noise. That's a nice rain. It's a nice rain. Oh, I can't remember. Where was it? Innkeep. Rhea? You got any lines for me? Perhaps, but I'll only trade them for new ones on your own. Oh, I have a map. Ah. Look around. Infusions, ingredients, recipes, log, quest. Oh, here we go. Okay, there's not really much to piece together right now. Perhaps, but I want to train them for new ones of your own. Got some hiccups. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about that? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I wish I could save that. Serve that. Petard. There we go. Alright. Your defense would be Frosted Lagoon. One of you. One that of you. The whole splosh of you. Not enough for you. There we go. Wait, no, that isn't right. There we go. Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I mean, I might be after this drink. Fair enough, you're climbing up there. I'm very happy to hear that. I'll get a question for you. You think you can handle that? I'll try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. Miss. My bad, Miss Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. Alright. Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Thought maybe he got crushed by a falling star. Worried? No. I see. I think he should be waking up right about now. Oh. Rio! There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see her too, Innkeep? Yes, very much so. By the dragons, she's not a dream nor a fragment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Ria. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? When I was at the market, all by myself, missing you terribly, I found you these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. Ah, I'll help you put them on. Wait. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. Alright. What do you think? I like them. They match me other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point. Or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had a strange dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed into Gaia like a rain of fire, or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Ria, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars. And the rain of falling stars. Oh! The empty night sky wasn't a dream. No, guess to repay I couldn't carry it all anymore or something. Incredible! So it wasn't one of your strange drinks, Innkeep. Does that mean I can drink another one with a vision, without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like to try, preferably something that would make me strong enough to lift a star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. Something to make him strong. The Southern Brawler should do the trick. Did not mean to make it two. And now I remove both. A Southern Brawler. Here, my best attempt at supporting your star lifting career. Oh, this is delicious. Let's try something real quick. There we go. Just making sure my chat is working. Oh, this is delicious! Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So what do you two think about that star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rock Wolf Cliffs. They better hurry and clean it all up. You got somewhere else to be? So I have to get the vampire to Barovia before I can get my hands on the gold. Get me hands on the gold. Ooh. Yee. Oh, splendid! I haven't been in Barovia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. But until then, I can search for other materials. Better ones even. That isn't going to happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon horde? What? No. In what world do I look like a dragon to you? They are masters of the skies. What about you, Innkeep? Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Thank you. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations, ingredients? Don't you worry, I'm not trying to steal business away from you. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No, for weapons. You're going to war, but I just got you back. I'm not going to war. You won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am. I'm looking for the right material to smash the Nestor Heart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the Caves of Ur for that one. Bad so far. Can I come with you? This is very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes, now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out into the night, I could see nothing but darkness. Then, as I started to stare at the sedating nothingness, I could see an astral hairfish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I could have never been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. Oh right, he's the hide and seek master. Champion twice in a row. I'd love to know why they're doing how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying their new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting. You know, this world never ceases to amaze me with natural wonders. Oh, right, you. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you, the Wonder Police? I am Alethea Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Light. And I returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the fallen star, or the starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I'm happy to see that you were able to collect more information from my research. I'm grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, miss. What are these times trying? Me, and the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. Swiftly! God! Voice! Speak! I guess it's emptier time. I guess it's emptier time of the day now. Actually, how does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. That is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would it be? I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Mero Castle? What is a castle? Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. Rather, I came across his hands in my pockets, attempting to steal my most precious spell components. Luckily for him, I'm not a very vengeful person, and I believe in the redemptive power of second chances. And he did make an effort not to steal from me again. Very wise. Did he travel with you? No, we went to separate ways. I believe he wanted to be alone after narrowly escaping an encounter with a horrid vampire. Horrid vampire? He must have been very hungry. As they tend to be. Only if they're not eating responsibly. Who did you say you encountered again, Miss Alethea? A roguish windy. Oh, him. Ah, yes, a windy aftertaste is hard to resist, and primordial blood is a delicious luxury. Speaking of witching keep. No. Are you from the primordial sea? Not in the slightest, but my blood would taste delicious if I was willing to share it. I see. What about your blood, Miss Alethea? Alethea. Are you out of your mind positioning a holy woman for a blood? Well, you got a lot of it. Fair question. And I need all of it to keep up my strength against the looming evils of this world. What me, who would even care enough to investigate this whole mess? After all, none of you seem to care. Besides, a taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ashes. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So, what are your next steps for saving us citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there's a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I will start my investigation in Zenith and Themis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rebel more closely. Perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I've found out what is going on, I'll put a stop to it. Sorry, just checking something on my phone. Once I find out what's going on, we'll put a stop to it. The stars are old and foul, and lassie, not a lot you can do for them. And I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Good luck at that. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall. I couldn't agree more. I know you got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how do you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you, after all. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? Depends on the approach I decide to take with this. I could focus on the investigative aspect to really dig my heels into connecting the threads. Analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. But of course I would have to do that strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. And perhaps I would even need to inspire braver and others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on theory, I might not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's always much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself. Especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. To be prepared for the worst case scenario. I could offer you some phoenix chilies. That's what we will encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. I'm not yet certain which path I should walk. You should trust Innkeeper with it. He always has the most wonderful solutions. Yes, this once I shall. I'll make sure not to disappoint. Ooh. I think we're gonna give you a Sparking Nebula. Put this in there. Sparking Nebula coming right up. Yep. Hello. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them. That is very true. It is an excellent drink. I'm ready to come up with a 38-step plan. Perhaps we should start at nearby Gaia Temple. It was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world, Innkeeper. Always happy to be of service. Trying to bow, that did not look well. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crash into the ground, so no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that falling stars make for an interesting type of material? For what? Yes! They would certainly be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could give you some insight on those impact conditions. I can't say I'm an expert in geology, but I feel like I could make an educated guess. Nevertheless, Sure, I very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Me too. Do you know anything about geology as well, or astronomy perhaps? I know about astrology, and this all sounds so very exciting. I've been terribly bored of waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. That is very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it? I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you, and with you, Miss Alethea. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep, and she'll return with conclusions and perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing your heroic deeds. How exciting! Wish me luck. Good luck. Hope you found a suitable material. Me too. Well, time for another drink. Excuse me, child, this is a tavern. Hello?
Hello, I would like your finest drink, please.
A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, miss?
Melina, but Melly's fine. Show for Melina.
I see. Well then, Melly, what kind of drink would you like?
Something tasty. Time to give me new fun ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I get something to barter for the drink.
You don't need to pay.
But I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise.
Alright, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much.
Now I can accept the drink.
Broken feather. Haste, huh? Very well. Let me see what I can do. So sparking regular. Not remember whether it. Who knows if we could like mix it up like this. Bing! A drink coming up. Some new fun and sweet ideas coming right up.
This is perfect. I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm going to hang out here for a bit.
I need a new voice. That voice is not doing well in my throat.
I need a break from my investigations.
No.
Can I pet your familiar?
No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd pour you for your hands.
Okay.
Oh, hello. You're back. Oh, Zephyr! Almost didn't see you there. I suppose I am as stealthy as a knight. No, as the knight. I meant as the knight. Sounds like you need a drink. Desperately wanted to help me remember words. I've been quiet for so many hours. I think I've forgotten how to speak. That explains why we're communicating telepathically right now. We are.
No.
Who the are you?
Was it too stealthy for you?
No. Let's get your drink so you could stop cursing at the child.
Detective! Stop cursing at the detective.
Yes, of course. That's my... Though my drinks don't come cheap. How much? I'll trade you one for a trinket. Ah, one of those. One of those. What if I didn't find one? You're trying to tell me you made it all the way through a castle without stealing a single thing? Here. I thought the place might like it. Ah. Well, my tavern tells me it thinks it's beautiful. But it is wondering what it might be. It's a clock, right? Thought it was smarter than that. Does Tavern want to guess what it is? A frying pan. You're not even remotely close.
But he's right. That part looks like a handle.
That's the pendulum.
Do you think if you fried eggs in this pan, they would take a bath-like shape?
I really doubt it. It's a wall clock, adorned with hungry bats. One creature of the night telling time to another. A very nice, inaccurate wall clock. It seems it's nowhere near midnight. Its hand seems to have gotten stuck just before midnight for an eternity. At least since I found it. This do, or will I have to pull another heist? This will do just fine. Good. And because I'm someone that always keeps his promises, I shall now prepare a drink for you. In one moment, let's see if I have something that can make you more polite towards local detectives. Bit done, dude. Charisma. Sunny breeze. One of you. Two of you. What? Oh. There we go. I'm gonna split this up. Oh, right. There we go, sun and breeze. Coming right up, Mr. Thief guy. Politely, a drink. Did I accentuate the right notes? Sure did. You should consider becoming a musician. I'm happy where I'm at now, thanks. I keep pressing the quest board. Why do I keep pressing the quest board?
Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened?
No. Why not? I don't even know who you are.
I'm Melina. You can call me Melly.
No thanks.
So, what else did you steal? Castles have many things, I've heard.
Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school?
I don't go to school. I'm already smart enough.
Do your parents agree with that?
My parents are dead.
Oh dear.
And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So it can't be that important.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's been this many years. It's been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them.
So you're 10.
But I already solved their murders. It's okay.
Did you avenge them?
No, they got eaten by zombies. And the zombies got eaten by T-Rex. A lot left to avenge.
That makes sense. It does not. Though that must feel horrible. Oh my god, my favorite character. She's definitely my favorite character. I'm sorry that happened to you, Melly. No child should grow up alone.
It's okay. I'm not alone. Just by myself.
Isn't that the same thing?
No. I meet great people or work on my cases all the time. Sure, they never stick around, but I get to spend time with them and we have lots of fun together. And then they leave, but that's okay, because other people come by and I get to meet so many different personalities, it never gets boring.
And breathe.
It's cool.
It's a little sad. It sounds like too many people.
There's no such thing. And now I'm meeting you. What's your name, by the way?
Yes, what is your name? Blaze.
Didn't he call you Zephyr earlier?
No, he didn't.
Didn't you?
I don't recall.
Okay, I respect your fake name, but only if you tell me what castle you stole the innkeeper at clock from.
Fine. It was Merrow Castle. I was on a dangerous quest to steal a precious cape from a murderous vampire.
Did she kill you?
Obviously not.
Not so murderous then.
She would have if she had caught me. So, she didn't? No. I managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohort of monsters he had put in my path. Only dragons know what would have happened if they had spotted me, weak and not prepared to fight. But hey, they didn't. But they didn't. Even the living gargoyles with their lithic claws at our doors did not sense my presence. I waited until they were mid-argument to sneak through a nearby window that had been left open to grant spiders easy access to the castle. I heard Merrow Castle was very scary. Was it very scary? Yes.
I was scared from 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex. How scary was it? God dang it.
Melly. In the middle, I suppose.
Interesting.
Did you run into any traps? I was able to spot and avoid them all, thanks to my remarkable perception gifts. And your help. Anyway, I found the cape in her closet, hung up between ball gowns covered in rubies and diamonds.
Did you take any?
Maybe.
So you're a thief?
Obviously.
Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio.
Why would I do that?
Because I asked nicely.
Forget it. I took the cape of whatever gemstones I could find. When I heard her approaching her chambers, quickly I hid among their dressing gowns, holding my breath to avoid making any sound. I thought I made it through when suddenly she opened the closet doors. I was pressed so close to the wall I thought the wood would start vibrating in rhythm with my heartbeat. She reached right past me, picked out a hat, and returned to her dastardly vampiric activities.
What are vampiric activities?
I don't know. Sucking blood, turning into bats, scheming about blood.
That's the blood stuff, it sounds like.
Indeed. Did you make it out of there easily, Blaze? Indeed. Did you make it out of there easily, Blaze? I found a secret passageway that led below the pond, through the earth, and to the summit of Witch's Peak. Almost scared the strange cleric to death when I regained my visibility. She's ready to ignite me with her golden flames. So it was you! I knew it! That seems harsh for this little jump scare. Are you sure your fingers stayed in your pockets? Who can say? Speaking of sleight of hand, where did you find that clock? It was sitting in a display case in the middle of a hallway that stretched on forever.
And how do you know it was in the middle?
I could feel it. The case was locked, but with my expertise, I was able to crack it open in no time.
Drink pause.
The antique clock stood right in between a ritualistic dagger and a vial of blood. And I thought it was strange it was the only item without a tag. So I took it. A tag? She's very organized. Labels everything.
Why would you display a vial of blood? Shouldn't that be in her pantry?
Its label described as blood from the very first vampire, Mike. Judging by its position as such a priceless item, the clock must have been worth a fortune. In that case, thank you again. It will look great in my tavern. Indeed.
Sounds like you would have been in a lot of trouble if you got caught.
But I wasn't. Thanks to the innkeeper's drink, I not only survived, but also avoided the horror's wrath entirely.
Get though. Sounds like a tasty drink.
I would hope so. Seemed like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. It's a miracle I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed.
Did you think you might die when you took the quest, I mean?
It's always a possibility.
Then why would you go?
Death is inevitable. Such is life.
At least you have your cape now.
It's not mine. It belongs to another vampire.
Another vampire?
Yes, I was stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. Trilogies of love always end in cruel tragedy. But if the comedy it takes to get there is worth the ride. Only for those willing to suffer. Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, I'm sure Kyle, that's the long-suffering, very comedic vampire man, would love his cape back. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had, you've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think? Professional hiding. Fine. I'll do a... Wait, what did I say that? Yeah, no. Fine, I'll do a direct delivery. Yes, this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left to Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain, try looking around Zenith. They can't have gone far yet.
What are they investigating?
The Star Rain, as far as I know.
The That's what I was investigating. We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I already drew a map of all the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they could help extend it further, or even find the culprit of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go find them. For your cape and for my notes. I'm going alone. You do whatever. With you along, I can never stay undetected. Wait for me. See you soon, innkeeper.
See you soon, Millie. Oh dear. Crunch. Act 2 Scarlet Sonata, Part 7. Already? Crossroads of 3. Third of the Astral Moon. Start day. Let's see if I can remember all their voices. My voice is already starting to the. Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. What have we been up to today?
Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such.
That's not silly dallying.
He was. He goes well with the brooding.
Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours?
Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly?
Can do. Something smart and sparkly. Like a sparkling nebula. Sparkling nebula. Yay. Sparkling nebula. A fresh brew of smart sparkles.
Thank you. This is the right amount of sparkle.
Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. All right. So has the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe.
You seem pretty excited to me.
Wait, you managed to follow him? It should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person.
His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be.
I expected it to be the size of a colossal saber, 2 tiger's fangs. But they were much tinier. Jesus Christ. A common misconception. Where did you find him?
At the local Gaia temple. I got split in the middle by a fallen star.
That sounds morbidly interesting.
It was. I overheard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it because it looks kind of really cool. And people like distinct temples.
They do.
The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia.
Oh, I'm gonna check her information actually. Actually, wait, I just realized I was. Okay, yeah, she her detective. Zenith. Chaotic good. Chaotic good. Chaotic neutral. Awful good. Chaotic. So chaotic good. Too chaotic good.
They were asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star rain.
Did they?
No, I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out the Aletheia, that's Cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise.
Scandalous.
I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him, and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was really sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows.
We?
Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate.
I'm no such thing. It's good to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo.
Thank you.
How do you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all those heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught.
I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't.
It wasn't a pillar, it was a tall vase.
I felt very hidden when Alethea suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart.
Did you ask her about her investigation?
I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith the Frost Grip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead.
Did you know that its altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. That's fascinating.
It is. She also told me I have to work on myself, that being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience.
Better not tell her that.
Better not.
So, are you going to work on it?
Yes. Blaze is going to show me the ropes.
Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise.
Oh. I love this duo.
Just see how different they are. That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success?
Kind of. Could see how clueless the other investigators are and return the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything about new about stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them.
A dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one.
You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try and eat you or be your friend?
Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them.
Really? That's scary.
Of course it is.
So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters?
No, they were much worse than that.
What is it?
Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course, same as last time? Yes. You can find something sweetly and charismatic. Was it the sunny breeze? Yeah. Sunny breeze, come right up. A sunny breeze. So, I need to pet Dundu.
Here you go, Andrew.
A drink just for you. Thanks. That's a butterfly on it.
How is it?
Fine.
It means it's perfect.
So, where was I? Oh, right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I just joined the Shadow Banes and was eager to prove myself. It said there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelmac, and that dangerous mountain range in eastern Vizoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding steps were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call, but I'll never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts.
They sound kinda cute.
They were not cute.
If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some.
Pray you never will.
No thanks.
Oh. Been here for a while, huh? Hey! Sayre. I can remember your voice. Welcome back, Sayre. Are you alright? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes, give me something strong, please. No watered down muck? Got it. Strong, as in a Southern Brawler. I'm gonna know this recipe by heart by the end of this. I'll start it. Wait. Pet undo. Yay. Strong and with sear water, just how you like it. Thanks. Needed that. You're welcome. Say, Innkeep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, go one for me. You bet. That's what my Baba used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Ooh, Sailor's Courage. Oh, what in the world? That's very strong. Thank you, sir.
Why are you so sad?
I ain't sad.
But you look sad, and you sound sad, and the innkeeper looks worried. Probably because you're sad.
I am worried.
Don't be.
Too late. Like he said, I ain't sad. Not really. More, I'm not sure. My chest feels tight and I feel lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying.
Those are all side effects of being sad.
Who are you anyway?
I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective.
I'm Selwyn. Who's that punk next to you?
That's my sneaky assistant.
You got a name? Malachite. Ah.
So, I would like to detect why you're sad.
Likewise. Does that have to do with that wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for?
You met a chimera?
A wyvern chimera, yeah.
That's so cool. Why? How? You're alive.
Sure am. Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Melly?
Of course.
Put out a quest for a chimera saliva. He thinks he may be able to produce a sun screen strong enough for him to walk in daylight once more. Once more! So Aline was brave enough to pick up his quest.
Whoa, that's amazing. How would you even get this live off a guardian?
By killing it.
Oh.
Would you like to tell us what happened?
Is that really necessary?
I think it might be good for you. And very interesting for us. don't really want to disappoint Melly, do you?
Miss Erlyn, would you please tell me the story?
Fine.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to kill it. It seems like an extraordinary, blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you consider yourself an awful lot about it. Just trying to not be a. That's not dick. That's all. Usually, I got no trouble killing beasts, but my Baba would have lost it if I told her I harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. I got that kind of sense. What do you say about that? How did the fight start? On my way there, I changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. But if I was quiet enough and had the veil of the night on my side, I could just steal the saliva away from right under his nose. Or maw. It rolled quite a bit, that thing. But I didn't know I ran around the quiet mangrove and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been.
Oh, I know all about that. But you got a giant sword. So you were prepared, right?
Of course. And Keeper here and hooked me up with some fire resistance. Came in handy. And this sword, well, was made for killing beasts. You know, the good kind, I suppose.
Is that a magic sword?
Not sure. Oh, not sure. There's no one in magic tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat, even without practical potions. It used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me.
That's so sweet.
Your parents gonna leave you anything? No, they weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about that in time. That's okay. I can find my own treasure. I'm sure you will, kiddo. My cat is going crazy on a toy. So the chimera noticed you? Yeah, sly beast pretended to be asleep while I approached it with the bucket. Speech function 0. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. I'm gonna take my arm if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest of enemy I've ever encountered. And even though its fire can harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have fought such a formidable foe. The toy is stuck on her. So you defeated it with your badass sword? I did. The weapon really saved my skin. I should probably go and get that over. Hey, you! You don't need to bring your toy everywhere. Okay. And now you're yelling at me for doing that. Okay. Yeah. I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Hitting the final blow, felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Or maybe I just imagined that. Maybe that doesn't matter. As long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honorable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. The dead don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve a dream and saw a wyvern chimera in the flesh. I fought it even, and then I killed it. Does that mean I killed their dream? I think it means her sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was a dream of hers too. Possibly. But she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. Jesus, my cat is in the mood today. He's running all over the place. But she ain't here, so I thought maybe it was time I put her to rest as well. Let my goodbyes for her with the Chimera. Maybe it can pass them on. May Twat listen to you, please. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Drink pause. Is he dead, you think? It's what I mean? I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there. So he must have died to have gotten there too. Or he's always existed there, was meant to watch over the dead. He's a god after all. There's no clear consensus of what. No, there's no clear consensus of what the great spirit dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who could always control death from his very inception. A reflection of what we believe death to be, death itself. He could be anything. Or we would like him to be. What hopes do you have? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind. I hope so too. But I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, sir?
Of course she is, Sully.
I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her?
What?
If she brought the saliva to Kyle the vampire, I'm sure there is joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself. My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. I need to get moving anyway.
You're leaving?
No, just need to move around. And if you happen to know where I can find this vampire, that's how I saw him at the Gaia Temple. Priest might know where he went.
I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talk about it. Care to share? What traded the information, I mean.
For what?
Can you teach me how to use a greatsword?
That's it? Sure thing. Right now?
Is right now okay? He's right now okay?
I got time. Might take you more than one lesson though.
That's okay. I've also got time.
It's a deal then. I'll show you the basics and you tell me where to find the vampire.
Yippee!
That is, if your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus. Not my monkey. Okay, kiddo. Let's go. Let's go. Can we use your front yard? Of course. Go wild. Will do.
Are you coming too, Mel?
No. Stay here and have another drink.
Okay, you can hear us later. Can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. And Keeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills?
Not yet, but I'm sure someone will come. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon.
I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wit, stealthiness, and giant sword. Ha!
I know you will.
But first, I gotta practice. See you later.
No, it's just me and Malachite. I like your ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. This is the sunny breeze. Yep. Alon Zane. Some sweet optimism from my most pessimistic customer. Speech still at 0. What is the sound? What in the world is making that sound? Oh, probably my Switch. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. It should be. So, Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Wait, do I keep changing his name in the book as well? Yep. Jesus Christ, you stayed there for the entire... Oh! I can't remember your voice. Hiya, Inkeep. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too. See if they needed help with any damage after all of that. How did the werewolves settlement fare? Okay, it takes some damage. Everyone is okay, but only physically. They might have to relocate. I'm sorry to hear that. They'll be okay. I'll make sure of it. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they were there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. Just running around. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that could be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet, but don't worry, I've already got an idea. Ooh. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I'm sort of glad people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. If saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You were right. You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. Everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, who cares? Some white-eyed eventually surely put them back at some point. I was worried about replanting these tomatoes. I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost. You can always replace it with something new. Not sure that you can replace the stars if you should approach loss in that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Switch.
Right, but it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same.
They never do.
Mm. I'm just happy everyone is okay.
Did you check on Sarah yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside.
I did, outside. On a very not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? It's nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So one nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm. I had to catch up a bit. That too. She tried to rope me into their great sword training.
Did you accept?
I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She was very sweet.
Indeed.
And I was just relieved to see Serling doing alright. Even though she's worried about Mr. Dragon. We don't have any way to check in on him. I hope he's alright.
I'm sure he is. To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink?
I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, was it? In case there aren't more people in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing.
I'm sure I'll find just the right thing.
The math under my shares. Actually kind of far away. Should probably move that later.
Wait, is it tracking my mouth even though it's not tracking my face? What in the world? No, probably using my microphone. Okay, anyway, what did you want? Right, 1,000 wins. I would assume it was this. No. Could be this. No. Oh, yay! This. I'll do it 3. This one. There we go, 1,000 wins. I need to pet you. Yay! I'm petting you. A breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness.
Thank you. Drinks is still the highlight of my day. He makes the best drinks, right?
There. Okay.
Really? Do you actually think that? Or is it a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason.
They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're me.
Well said. Thank you. By the way, I can forget to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf. And a ranger. And I come here a lot.
They're also an incredible, courageous, and capable hero.
That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean.
Why?
Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderful, exciting things it can bring. And I want to help people.
Why?
Why not? Why not?
I'm Malachite.
Oh, you are Mal. I mean Malachite, obviously. Well, he's talked about a Mal. He said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it.
We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean.
She keeps following me.
And you take her along?
Not by choice.
I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this. But I think you should be honest. With her and with yourself.
No.
Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zolford could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing actually. And I believe with so many maids and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. Maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Sounds like Zolford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know, and keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zolford isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Vizoa, and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town in the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals, very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine. Not mine, but Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Fable, sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly is turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No, I was similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such dangers that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young, so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrid doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already been bad enough for us grown-ups to have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? Water break. Okay. I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? Builds character. Character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? Sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about ignoring all that star debris. They're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the hordes of this world do not stop chasing me, or anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around, with less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zolford is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. It's a little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews? Maybe you should keep working on your mixology skills. Then you should be fine. I'm trying. Fear is a powerful motivator. Or a powerful paralyzing poison. Or that. I would ask if you're afraid, what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything. Is it? Yeah, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when I'm scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe. That is still a terrifying thought. How do you have how do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they are still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, they're invisible? Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. It also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry, go home, fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Always. See you tomorrow, innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. Nom 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 nom. I think I'm gonna go on a toilet break real quick. Be right back. Alright, back from the toilet break. I think I'm gonna do this chapter then. At the end stream after this chapter. Depending on how long it takes. Oh, hello. Are you the magician I heard about earlier?
good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time I actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Practically it is. Practically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? No, actually. That's to be expected. No offense, but you clearly aren't a wizard. And who are you to judge that? Oh, you know, there's a reputable wizard myself. Of course. I also have a magnificent wizard. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Hex. I need to overcomplicate things. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. You. Just Innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, Innkeeper. How about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something. Something that'll have me focused more and perhaps help me better understand the primordial vortex. Gotcha. Knowledge. Sparking Nebula. My favorite drink to make. And also because it contains a lot of purple. And as you can probably tell, I love my purple stuff. Petting and do. And Sparking Nebula coming right up. Hex. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing. I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I'll figure out a way to get that primordial seawater too. Never mind. The explanation would be too complex to grasp, so what complex reason brings you to my what complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? If I can speak. Get away from the other smartest person in this area. And who would that be? Doesn't matter. You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They're so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Oh, hello. Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there's no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, Innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. I'm not gonna try to do an Irish accent. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you can call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, then one day I rose from my grave. It's like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. Oh, that's brutally long. So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up, walked on, like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there? Of course, undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Yay, Regiment Scully. No hex. He's 48. Chaotic neutral. Huh. I was not expecting him to be that old. Over, I descended to... Did I read? I can't remember. Going south past the zoo ford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one. More nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Get to fill me in on that Zoford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zoford has been cursed by a sea witch. See that the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. During the day they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or while the sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fellow? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so. What would you like? Something that loosens up this non-existent tongue. Tongue full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. How the flip is that? Actually, I haven't checked in a while. Do I have anything new that I can interact with around here? No. Pet and do. And get your charm. So sunny breeze or spoken heart. Spoken heart. He said loosen tongue, so speaking, I guess. Spoken heart coming right up. A real charmer, yes for you. Jolly, I feel like I can conquer words with my words alone. Oh. I thought I would never do that. No. I care more about words than worlds. On archivist things, you know. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that type hardly counts. Agreed, only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could. Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moments. Of course. Drink pause. That two voices back to back really did nothing in my throat. Hey, Inkeep, how's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences.
Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible.
I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Golden Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baleful omens. Apologies, my manners. Too polite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully.
Fable.
Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity.
That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I thought I'm usually...
None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak.
Usually? But hardly anything is usual these days. I mean, the stars fell in the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in this world.
They surely are. Like your drinks you keep. That one really gurgled in my bones.
So you already tried one?
Indeed.
Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drinking keeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they give up immediately.
Oh, of course, coming right up. Oh, that's a swift strike. Not doing anything else. No, swift strike it is. Correctly, his favorite. So their favorite. And defense. And one of these. Purple, yeah. Swift strike. Undo. Put that sign on. I'm gonna pet you. Pet. I hope this tastes refined enough.
It's perfect. You know what what I need, innkeeper.
Of course I do. After all, you're a regular.
I don't know what I'd do if at your tavern.
Plant zucchini.
Probably.
So, do you think your farm work will be done soon?
Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out, I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to normal life, the better.
Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences.
Sure. I can use some help carrying a few things over to Trigaran. A tree house is just around the corner.
Splendid! Sounds like quite a quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge.
Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I want to give you.
What do you have for me, Fable?
Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know what to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, I wanted to share them with you. If you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them.
Thank you very much, Fable. And I'll make sure to put them to good use. So you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many ingredients myself. What about the recipes themselves? Always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. My pride life has access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I can still recall my assistant's favorite recipe.
Do you store it under your hat?
Whoa. First snow. Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thank you for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back. Should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next? Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I thought that week. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Oh, you have the cape now. That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate! You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust being my least favorite of them. Ruins a lot of hard work. Does it now? Yep, makes everything porous. Oh. Kai, Ria, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear Innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, that one distinguished gentleman who caused us on our way in. Distinguished? Yeah, gentleman, don't know. Yeah, and top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with the tip of his hat. Yeah, find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It must be all the times impatiently waiting for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? It'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet, no. Tragic. I always loved writing letters. Do I have access to letter somewhere? Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I do. Oh. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that would make me tougher, so I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Ooh, I could try the new drink on her for snow. With 3 defense. Nope, not a pine cone. Ooh, this, yeah. Did I miss something? One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I'm gonna pet ya. Yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. I give to the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. Feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Cape, but I must say, you know your job. Why are you crying? So, how has the day been for you two? There you show. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. Light as the sun, I mean. He and I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. Fair enough. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount of for a city. It was so vivid. It almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? Absolutely is. I'm curious. Does that mean you two are going to Barovia now? Huh? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was a deal. I hope you get your cape. So you can attend that fancy Barovian vampire banquet and I get me gold's worth. Oh! But I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about me material then? Well, I can give it a go right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Oh, fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second spent with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk in the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Another peak sunrise. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Looks like a sunrise. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would decide to walk in the sunlight as well. Do you know what she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. There smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is! Kyle, he's stolen her, your cape. Do you think she'll greet with you with open arms? You know what I'd do if I found my ex-husband stole me hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh! Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All you should have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down. And I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'll lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all, maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. Does she miss her even more, looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she merely a grasp away? Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, will you do that? A drink for me? Of course. So make it strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. My god, I have a video made, but I didn't realize I moved that much. Oh. Okay, something strong. Then how about a sailor's courage? I'm just gonna fill up strength immediately. Ooh, actually, a pine cone. I'll add one of these. What? No, not two. There you go. Then this sailor's courage. Coming right up. Coming right up. Can't mend your broken heart, perhaps. This will help. Oh. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. I need to tell the innkeeper more about your day, right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? A trip to the capital, busy streets, bustling with people. Bustling with people. Roots. 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 We admire the roots that enclose the city almost like a rampart. Finally had a chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I told you, remastered these are roots of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to protect the city? The city is protected with stone. Oh, that's never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh! Oh? We've also met the lovely Seraph again. Our investigation's coming along. Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective's spirit. Believe the last made her way to Dolwell. She seems to be onto something. Can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Ria, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oh, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then. But you won't mention the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh, who are you? Well met, adventurer. Do mice deceive me? Menthy in the flesh?
Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while.
Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right?
Will it be 25 years soon, actually?
Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade.
I'm well aware. Good thing that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you,
I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along.
Do cute service beasts still get a discount here?
Always. So what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt.
No, I prefer something more moist. Not the word I'd have used. Something akin to that. I decided too arid around these parts for my tastes. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour. No. Stuff I can point out was unique. That stuff. Oh, that was me. Okay. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the street and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Oh, you're in a wheelchair. Well, the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. No one had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? I do have to say, using the Primordial Vortex, I might skip your veranda stairs. Marvelous accessibility touch. Quite impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that. My little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would have wonders for many people like me. Believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure.
No, really?
Mm-hmm. Shocking, right? And we're on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appeared in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year.
Ah, those again. Good hunting then.
Thank you. Though, while pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with one singular purpose. If only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper.
A good drink?
No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes?
Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It took me a while to recall doing so, you see. It's been so long since I definitely got done with that.
Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Lovely, lovely.
Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells? Remember where I put it?
If you're offering, I would be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey?
I'll do my best. Okay. Brain thinking, hush. Alright. Sparking Nebula. Triple power!
Put down the sign, I'm gonna pet you under. Pet you under.
Sparking Nebula, just for you. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you.
Ah, I missed this. See, your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down real quick.
Take your time.
So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. No, the one I lovingly worked away for almost half a century was my library came to be.
Certainly. Also, can I read about her? No, I haven't gotten anything about it. It should be just below this pile. No, wait. Let's put it over here, actually.
Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organization habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And there are some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript.
That would be helpful.
Good. Nice seeing your wear face again, innkeeper.
Likewise, Smithy. A safe and pearlful journey.
Huh, I'll try.
Oh. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? Oh, I didn't even read it. It isn't that. Okay. Oh, the Wailing Lagoon. And actually no. I'm dead, maybe. Kill all this? No. For hard mage. Using familiars. There. Ah. I didn't piece familiars together with the witch. Oh, no. Right, well, that's gonna be it for me today. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, that was interesting. Stars falling and all that. But well, yeah, it's been another day, another stream of Tavern Talk. I don't know if I'm going to stream at the same time tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe I'll play something else, or maybe play Tavern Talk again. I'll decide that tomorrow. And again, not many visitors this time, but that's fine. As long as I get to do me. So, anyone watching this in the future, maybe? Or maybe I'm looking back at it and cringing very hard at myself and my voices. But, yeah. Have a great day whenever you might watch this, and whoever may watch this. See you next time. Bye.